Okay, I am back. It has been forever. It feels kind of weird filming a video right now because I always have to turn my fans off. Otherwise, there's like all of this noise in the background. And I have never been in my room for probably over a year now this quiet. Short of the guinea pigs. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I have guinea pigs. But if you don't follow me on Instagram and you only follow me here, then you don't know I have guinea pigs, and I have guinea pigs. So I'll make a video introducing them later. Even though they're not babies anymore, so I should have done it when they were babies. But I'm trying to like make time in my life to make videos again and actually be here. There are a lot of new views. I don't know if all of the new subscribers here are here for me or if you're here for the music videos. Either way, that's okay. I did an Ordinary haul. Ulta now carries the Ordinary brand, and we all know I'm an esthetician. As an esthetician, I'm always looking for brands that have good ingredients and that are safe to use, especially if they're affordable. Like, I love a lot of the high-end brands, but at the same time, not everybody wants to spend $100 on a fucking serum. Like, that's just stupid sometimes. Like, if you can afford to do it, yes. If you cannot, you're screwed. And that's kind of how I grew up. I didn't have a lot of money to spend on products. Even still, like, even working now, like, yeah, there's certain products that are really expensive that I do make sure I have because I need them. But there's other ones that I don't want to spend $100 on. I have better things to spend my money on. My hair is also way more red than it is the last time you saw me on this channel, so that's kind of cool. How many products did I get? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different products. So the Ordinary, for those of you who do not know what it is a skincare brand. And it kind of is like too good to be true. I haven't found anything wrong with them yet. But it mind blows me that there isn't anything wrong with them yet. Their whole thing is very, very cheap, affordable products. No fragrances, no alcohols, no dyes, no bullshit like that, which is really rare because, I mean, there's even some high-end brands who add a lot of things like that. I mean, like, Murad has fragrance added to it. Mario Badescu is just trash. I would not consider them high-end, but I know they're in the high-end section of Ulta's. There's a lot of brands that are high-end, like Perricone, for example, who still has alcohols and fragrances and things like that. So to have a cheap brand is really cool, especially because a lot of my clients I've referred to the Ordinary, but they had to order it online. So now that you can just go into a store and get it is really awesome. At the moment, it's only in 400 of the Ultas, but I am assuming it will expand since it's probably doing so well. I wonder if I could pick all these products up. I'll have to try and like do that at some point. Can I pick them all up right now? So I did like a little haul the day that they launched in Ulta. I went inside to grab a bunch of them. Now they did not have everything stocked, sadly, but I tried to grab a little bit of everything. All of the things I had always wanted to try. There was 2 things I've always wanted, 3 of the serums that I've always wanted to try for them that I was not able to get hold of. Serum down. I wanted to try the 2% hyaluronic acid serum, the 30% AHA, and I wanted to try the buffet. I think it's buffet. I don't know what it is, honestly, but I wanted to try those, and they didn't have them, but that's okay because they do now, so I just have to go back and get them. But I grabbed a bunch of other things. Look at all of these. All of my babies. Oh my god. I almost was going to kiss them, and then I remembered I had lipstick on. That would have been bad. Packaging is so white. Granted, I don't plan on keeping them in the boxes forever. I keep my makeup in the boxes, but I do not keep my skincare in the boxes. I only have been keeping them in the boxes for the sake of knowing I'm going to film this video and post a picture of it on Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm trying to keep them perfect for that. Look at this, is beautiful. It was so cheap also. Like, I didn't even spend that much money on all of this. Some of these serums are only like $6, $5, $7. There are some products from them that do go up to about $12 or $14, I believe. But it's so fucking cheap. Like, and granted, the big difference that you're getting with this brand is you are getting, for example, like, I love Dermalogia. I love Dermalogia. That's the brand that I use for the facials when I'm at work. God, was I taking clients the last time I talked to you guys? I don't even know. So much has changed. It's been so long. I'm sorry. But Dermalogia is the brand that I use for my facials currently. And, like, they have a vitamin C serum. It's called Biolumin C serum. Love that serum. It's crack. I love it. Super stable vitamin C, because vitamin C, if you didn't know, is one of the most, out of all the ingredients, one of the most hard to keep stable. It just deteriorates really quickly, especially if it hits light, things like that. There's a lot of brands out there that make vitamin C's, Mario Badescu, and they suck ass, and there's pretty much no vitamin C in them, and you're getting ripped off. So I could probably make a video on that later. I could go on and on and on about vitamin C serums and how people are getting ripped off all day. Like, I could just go about it gets me going. And I love that serum. It has a little bit of lactic acid in it, it has some hyaluronic acid, things like that. But sometimes people don't have, I believe it's $87 for that serum, which isn't horrible. But at the same time, you have people sometimes who need a really good vitamin C, and sometimes they don't have the money to afford that serum. So what's nice about The Ordinary is they're giving you those serums for a lower price point, but just that product. So they're not giving you a serum that has lactic acid, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and vitamin C together. You're just buying that one ingredient that you want. So there is a lot of layering involved if you're somebody who does need some lactic acid, and you do need the hyaluronic, and you do need the vitamin C, and then sometimes you do need some salicylic acid for your acne. You definitely have to layer or pick and choose your serums, but you're still saving money, which is nice. These serums, I've been layering them up and kind of playing around with that to see how they feel, if they fall up, things like that, and they definitely have been layering up very nicely together. So one of the first things I got was a squalene cleanser. I've wanted to try this cleanser forever. I'm sorry, my lighting is still kind of bad. It's like my window's here and it's like, ah, and it just kind of kills the light. Fun fact, I'm supposed to be moving soon. We'll see. Life likes to fuck you over when you want things. And if I move, then hopefully I'll have a better setup. Hopefully maybe I can even get a ring light soon, and then I can like put a light over here and balance that out, you know. We'll see. Squalene is really super cool though. It is a humectant, so it does help your skin retain moisture. In a cleanser, it's going to be really nice and hydrating, so that way your cleanser doesn't strip you. If your cleanser is making your skin feel very tight when you're done with it, a lot of people think that's a good thing. It's actually your skin letting you know that it has been stripped. That cleanser is not right for you. I've played around with it a little bit. It does say it's a makeup remover. I have not actually tried to remove makeup with it. I usually double cleanse, and so I always use a strict oil cleanser. I usually use pre-cleanse from Dermalogica or Clinique's Take the Day Off Balm. Or recently I got a little mini that I've been playing around with the DHC olive oil cleanser, which I've actually been kind of enjoying. I'll review it later when I've used it a little bit more long term to make sure it doesn't make me break out or anything. So I haven't used it to take off makeup. I probably will try it today because my big thing too, like pre-cleanse from Dermalogica, for example, love it. It's one of my favorite products in the world. It smells so good. Burns the shit out of my eyes. And my eyes are really sensitive, and I just don't like when products burn them. And if it's a makeup remover, I wear a lot of waterproof mascara because, you know, I'm in front of a steamer all day, so I need waterproof. And I need to be able to get up into my eye. So if I can't do that with a cleanser, then a lot of times I don't use it to remove my makeup at all, because what's the point? So when I try that out, I'll let you know. Because this is kind of more of a first impressions kind of video, I guess, because I have not been using it for very long. I think it's only been, a week and a half that I've been using it. And there's a lot of products. So I've been kind of having to like weave through them a little bit. So I'll definitely make an updated video because I have to still get the rest of the products that I wasn't able to get. And then I can include them in there. And then I can also include how they've been working for me, if I like them, if I don't like them, things like that. Like a more thorough review. Because I always tell everybody when you're especially trying a new product, and especially when it's skincare, you usually have to give it a good 2 to 4 weeks to determine whether or not it's good. Another product I got from them is called Natural Moisturizing Factors Plus HA. This is basically just a moisturizer. It doesn't have SPF in it, so it's a daytime, nighttime. If you work during the day, you'd have to layer SPF on it. It does have hyaluronic acid. It's more so hydrating. For me, it's not hydrating enough. I'm ridiculously dry. It's stupid how dry I am. If I'm layering it with oils and things like that, it does its job. Granted, out of all the products I've tried so far from them, I think this would be the most disappointing. It has decent ingredients in it, but it doesn't have phenomenal ingredients in it. Like, it has, like, your vitamin E, which is listed as tocopherol, and don't get on me if I pronounce that wrong, because who fucking cares, like, ugh. And then it has, you know, your hyaluronic acid, it has glycerin, aspartic acid. It has, like, a lot of different things, like, things that are good for it, but at the same time, you know, it's nothing, like, phenomenal. I would definitely say, even if I were going to completely convert to only using these cleansers and these serums, I would still probably spend the extra money for my Dermalogica moisturizer, because I use Super Rich Repair, and that stuff is very thick and heavy, and I love a thick moisturizer. And this is not thick. But if you just need a cheap moisturizer, or you are a little bit more normal balanced skin, or more combo to oily, this could be your new best friend. Next product, I'm so pumped about this one. It's a serum. It is 100% plant-derived squalene, which again, like I said before, is a humectant. It'll help keep your skin nice and hydrated. Anything that will keep me hydrated is what I am here for. I will do crazy things to keep my skin hydrated. All of their serums come in these dropper bottles. What's really cool, too, and it even says it on the packaging about The Ordinary. Where is it? Right here. There's this little shield. You probably can't see it. Maybe you can. Sorry if it's blurry. But anyways, it is UV protective packaging. So not only is this box UV protected, I think that's what I'm getting from the box, but I know these bottles are, which is super nice because it again says it here on the bottle as well. Good God, I got mascara on my fingers and my cuticles are fucked up. Don't look at my nails. Which is really nice because it is a glass bottle, it is clear. So whenever you have a clear bottle, you don't usually want that for your serums, especially if they have vitamin C's, AHAs, BHAs, things like that, because the sun can deteriorate your products. Now granted, I don't keep my products in the sun even if the packaging says there's UVA resistant packaging, because I'm not going to risk it. That's another reason. You could even keep them in the box as an extra precaution if you wanted to. But you should never keep your skincare in the heat or near the sun, especially if you're using vitamin C's. It'll just deteriorate it faster. So the lids are actually kind of hard to get off, which is nice. I mean, at least it's not going to drip. And all the products are clear because there is no coloring added to them, which is very nice. They don't really have a smell. They just kind of smell like nothing, which works for me. But what's interesting about it is, like, Clinique products, for example, smell like nothing. But I don't remember what ingredient they use. But Clinique does something to actually de-scent their products, which is weird. There's nothing in here to de-scent. I mean, it literally, ingredients, squalene. That's it. That's all that's in here. It's magic. It's almost too good to be true. Like I said, I don't understand how they're doing it. I don't understand how they're making money. So here's the thing. Is that The Ordinary is actually making really good money, which I actually probably should dig into. Maybe for the next video I'll dig into it and be like, oh, here's their profitability and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if we even care about that or if I'll even understand the charts, to be honest, because I really hate math and money and all that. But if that's the case and they are making really good money from this brand, then that also means that a lot of the brands that are very high-end and are charging you $100, $200, $150, $80 for serums are fucking ripping us off and really thinking, which granted they probably are. But, you know. The other serum I got is called Matrixyl 10% plus HA, which is hyaluronic acid. It is the one nice thing is they do definitely seem very hyaluronic acid friendly. They kind of add it to everything, which is phenomenal. This serum is a peptide formulation. I have been using it a little bit. Anything that's kind of anti-aging or has peptides and things like that I'm always for. This one's kind of cool because the bottle is a little bit different looking. It's a white bottle. This bottle actually looks fancy. So for those of you who do not know, I used to be a chem major. I am actually planning on going back to school soon. I originally was doing chemistry and nutrition, but I actually want a cosmetic chemistry degree. Anyways, I won't talk to you forever. Nobody wants a 50-minute fucking video the day I come back after being gone for over a year. This bottle's cute though. It reminds me of like a chemistry bottle. I don't know why. It just does. It reminds me of like science labby stuff. And again, it's clear. Doesn't really smell like much, which is nice. I got this one for me and my mom as well. Another product that I got is a 100% cold pressed virgin marula oil. They have a couple different oils. I wanted to get them all. I only got one to start with because I know if I have all of them, I will hop between them every single day, and I want to stick to just one so I can see the results from that one before I jump between them. So I got the marula oil. They also have Moroccan argan oil and a rosehip oil. Rosehip is what I'm going to try next just because I love rosehip oil. And this is just that regular old brown bottle again. And again with this one, it's an oil. You don't really need a lot of it. It'll last forever. What's nice too with the oils is you can use them in your hair or on your face. So far, very good results. I am somebody who uses an oil on my face every single morning and every single night without fail. It does not matter if I'm breaking out. It doesn't matter what's going on. I always use an oil. I'm too dry to not use an oil. So I do break out from coconut oil though because coconut oil is not good. I can make a video about that too. I will probably start making more skincare based videos too, just to kind of give some general education about like why certain ingredients shouldn't be used in skincare and things like that. Like, for example, coconut oil. So I was also very relieved to see that coconut oil is not used in their products. Another serum I got is resveratrol 3% and ferulic acid 3%. It's also really nice. They list on their products which ones are water-free or not, which isn't a huge deal, but it also is because sometimes when you're layering certain silicones and certain products, you do need to use water-free products. So if that's what you're already kind of looking for, it's really nice. The brand really lays it out. And even on the box like this, it says antioxidants. It has resveratrol in it. Whereas the oil just hydrators and oils. Like it clearly lists on the box what it all does. So they make it pretty easy for you to understand. Now granted, a lot of people don't know what ferulic acid is. They don't know what squalene is. They don't know what matrixyl is. And the box isn't necessarily explain what it does. But on the side of the box, it at least does let you know that, you know, it's a water-free solution, and it tells you how to use it. It tells you a little bit about it, so that way it's not quite as confusing. Brown bottle again. Resveratrol is also really cool. I used to take a supplement for it. Resveratrol is in red wine. I love wine. So far, I've been layering the resveratrol every night with an oil. There were a few days where I did do the matrixyl in place of the resveratrol, or I use one in the morning and one at night. I also got the lactic acid 10% plus HA. This one is super cool. They do not have that 30% AHA, which is the lactic acid one. Now that is the one ingredient from this brand that I will tell you all to be careful with, because that one you can definitely harm yourself with. I was actually shocked to see a brand releasing a 30% acid product, because, I mean, like, for example, I do chemical peels on people, and when we start off with 30% lactic acid. So it can definitely be dangerous. You can definitely get chemical burns. You can definitely harm your skin's barrier, which could take time to fix to work on the actual goals you want to. So if you're going to get that product, please be careful with it. If you have an esthetician in your life, consult them, and you can message me. Like, yeah, you can definitely use it. You just need to be careful. So this one is also nice to start off with because it's only a 10%. You're a lot less likely to get hurt with it. It's a little bit easier to use. It's a little bit more beginner friendly. This is a serum that you do not have to take off, whereas that AHA 30% you do have to remove. This one you don't have to remove. It's really nice. Lactic acid brightens. It also hydrates. It gives you a little bit of resurfacing, so it's kind of nice if I don't want to exfoliate. Then I can just kind of throw this on and get a little bit of exfoliation and a little bit of hydration. I'll show you the bottle of it as well. Even though most of them look all the same, it's still cool to see them. And you can see this one too, kind of almost has an orangey tint in it, which is kind of cool. I don't know why I smell them all. I always have to smell everything. Makeup, skincare, all of it. I also got the Alpha Arbutin 2% plus HA. I have not used this for me. I actually got this strictly just for my mom. My mom has a little bit of hyperpigmentation on her forehead settling in, and we have been working on fixing that. And this is just a nice serum, clear bottle again, for her to use to do that. And even still, you can see a lot of these bottles. I don't know if you actually can see, but they're mostly full. They have a lot of product in here. Most of these products are an ounce. It looks like all of them are, with the exception of the moisturizer is 3.3 and the cleanser is 1.7 ounces, which is such a good price for that amount of product. And you really don't need that much. You just drip a little bit. I do like a tiny drop on each of my fingers so I can spread it evenly. Like with high-end products, it's always interesting because when people start using them and they've been using like CeraVe, Cetaphil, like cheap over-the-counter products, they always accidentally overuse the high-end products, because with the high-end ones you only need like a good nickel or dime size amount of your product. And with cheap ones you need so much more because it's less concentrated. Same thing with this though, you don't need that much of it. So I'm very impressed. Two other products I got, looks like they are also 1 ounce. I got these mostly for my mom. One of them I've been playing with as well though. I actually don't love the one I've been playing with. This is the first product from them that I don't love. I don't know if my mom has any critiques on it yet or not, but it is the Vitamin C Suspension 30% in silicone, and it is water-free because it's silicone-based. So what's cool about it is because it's suspended in silicone, it's going to help it stay a little bit more stable. It is in that box, or this bottle right here. I was expecting, so I use this product from Dermalogica called Barrier Repair, and it is a silicone dimethicone-based product that kind of seals the skin. It does help with like calming, but I put it over my moisturizer and it kind of seals my face off from everything, and it also feels very much like a primer. I was expecting this because of the silicone, so I have it here to show you guys. It's a white product, and when you rub it, it does have kind of a primer feel. It feels, to me, almost like the Benefit Professional. I was expecting it to feel more similar to like the original Classics Matchbox Primer, which is kind of what the Barrier Repair from Dermalogica feels like. And this definitely, like you can even see it over here, it almost has like that texture to it. So you kind of have to tap it in. And I like it. My only issue is I feel like when I put it on my face, I feel like there's some grit to it, which could very well be because of the vitamin C is at 30%. And there's a lot of products out in the world where the vitamin C, instead of adding it to a product to help keep it stable, they keep it in its powdered form and you brush it onto your face. So it's possible that it sheds the vitamin C in there. I know on my hand it doesn't feel that gritty, but it's a different texture than the face. My face is very soft usually and a little more sensitive, so it does feel like there's a little bit of grit, and it definitely doesn't quite work as much of like a seal primer as I expected it to. So that was a little disappointing, but I'm going to keep using it because it's still a good product. And then the last product that I have to talk about is magnesium ascorbyl phosphate 10%, which is another vitamin C derivative, and it also helps with brightening. This one I like a little bit more. I just like the texture of it a little bit more. It doesn't have that grittiness to it. I'll show you guys on my other hand, this one. See? Much creamier. You can just blend that out. It doesn't have that like sticky kind of, not sticky I guess, but that weird texture that the Benefit Professional has that other one has. So far we've been liking the products. We again haven't been using them long enough to really have like actual feedback. So we'll have the feedback soon, and then I'll get the rest of the products and do that. If there are any specific Ordinary products that you want me to try, let me know. If you have any questions about them, if you need recommendations, you can totally ask me. You can message me, you can comment it here, or you can even DM me or comment it on one of my posts on Instagram. I'm a little more active on Instagram than I am here, even though I haven't posted on Instagram in a while either. But I'll be back. I'll be here more often now. Yeah. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Of course, let me know what's going on with your skin. Don't just be like, hey, which serum should I use? Because I don't know anything about your skin. If you have any questions or anything, that would be super cool. I am sorry I have been gone for so long. I will be back. I will have quite a few more videos coming. I'm just kind of filming a ton of them today, so they should be coming. I'm going to spread them out just a little bit, so that way every time I've ever started getting back into filming videos, I go to in, and it's something I do with everything in my life. I always want to just go balls in, and I'm like, okay, we're going to do it every single day, we're going to film 5 videos a day, and we're going to upload a video every day, and that's not realistic, so I'm going to try and spread them out a little bit, so that way you're not getting a video every other day for a month, and then you don't see me again for a year, that we actually have some videos, and it's realistic for me to keep up with, and it's easier for me to edit them, and still have time to like live life, and things like that. But yeah. If you've been using The Ordinary and you have certain products that you like or don't like, let me know. Follow me on Instagram because I'm a little more active there. Ask me anything about the products if you have any questions. And I will see you in the next video sometime soon. Bye!